How's it going, Rogues Gallery, and welcome to another Gundam card game video here on Red Zone Rogue. Today we have an extremely exciting video because we have crowned our first ever Gundam card game world champion. We also have a ton of really awesome spoilers to go over, including the Gundam Double X, and it is an absolute banger. I think it's going to single-handedly carry the Gundam X deck, and if you know me, I've been playing around with this deck for a while. Ever since set 2, I have my whole Gundam X Reanimator deck, done a whole video on it. I have a current version, but man, this new card is a baller. We also have the Turn A Gundam LR. We have a new CB LR support, but it's in a different color. We have a lot of color shifted stuff. And we also have Char's Counterattack coming in Gundam Set 5, which I'm incredibly stoked for. Char's Counterattack is absolute peak Gundam media. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into our overlay and start talking about all of these really awesome news and announcements. Tons of cool stuff. So we're not going to have like a sponsor or anything today. Like, comment, subscribe if you like the channel. Check out our merch store for playmats and all this other excellent stuff done by mecha artists and all this. Anyway, let's just go. I'm excited to start talking about everything. All right, and we're gonna kick it off by talking about the World Championship. So, of course, here is the splash art for the next World Championships. You can see here 2027 to 20 or 26 to 27. It looks awesome. They're really focusing on seed and UC stuff here because obviously we have Kira and Atherin, but we also have my boys Amuro and Char, and of course their respective Gundam. Well, I guess the Zaku's not a Gundam, but their respective mobile suits in the background. So really cool. Interesting that they have these characters in particular. Well, I guess they're the big headliners. I know Seed is really popular in Japan, but I know everyone, especially after this tournament, wants to see either something done with Amuro, new Amuro, restrict Amuro, reprint Amuro even. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens with Amuro. So with that said, let's go ahead and look at the top list, or the list of the world champion here. So we have the list for Jay, who is the world champion of the Gundam card game. Jay from North America, actually, which is really cool. I think in the top 4, we had 1 NA, 1 Europe, and 2 from Japan. I also want to mention a couple things about the World Championship in addition to this deck. So here's the deck, right? You can see this is a blue-purple Barbatos list, and if you look at the other decks in the top 4, you're going to see very similar things. All lists in the top 4 were blue-purple Barbatos with some minor variations between the decks. You can see here on the bottom, these 10 cards, this is the sideboard. So this format was best of 3 sideboard. And I think, honestly, it worked really well for a tournament like this. Now, for, like, locals and stuff, I don't know. I don't know about that. But for, like, a top-end tournament, I think best of 3 works really well. It is the best way to get good games of any trading card game, and having the sideboard is also pretty nice. So yeah, I did like the format. I thought the format was great. I was up until 5 a.m. watching the finals, which is why this video is extremely late today. And a couple other things that I wanted to note. So it is unfortunate that the top 4 was all the same deck, though I still found it really enjoyable to watch. I think the Gundam card game is just a really good game. Fancy that I like the Gundam card game. I thought it was still really enjoyable and great to watch, and all the players did a fantastic job. Extremely clean plays, no controversy, at least in the top 4 or anything like that. So just excellent. Huge shout out to all 4 of them. But also I felt like Bandai could have how do I want to say this nicely? It would have been cool for Bandai to fly the English shoutcasters Eggman and Aspira to Tokyo to shoutcast this in person. I feel like you lose something when you're doing remote shoutcasting. I think for smaller events, it's fine, but for the World Championship, the first World Championship for the Gundam card game, they just did remote. I feel like they could have afforded it, especially since a smaller TCG publisher like Bushiroad flies out all of their shoutcasters to Tokyo every single year for Bushiroad Championship Series Worlds. And I should know, I've done it 3 times in a row, including this year. So I really think there's something lost, and I think Bandai can step it up a little bit with the production. I think the overall stream was really, really good, but I feel like, come on, man, just fly your shoutcasters to Tokyo. Even if it's not me, fly whoever you're hiring. The experience is better for everyone, is what I'm getting at. For both the shoutcasters, but for the audience as well, because you also will have the shoutcasters, you know, there in person, bringing the hype in person. There's just something to be said for being there in person and feeling like the electricity of the moment. It's something that I really enjoy, both as someone who is a shoutcaster, but also someone who loves watching this stuff as an audience member. So there's that. Like, that was longer than I wanted to talk about that, but I feel strongly about this. I think shoutcasting is extremely important for competitive card games, or games that at least want to have a competitive circuit. So anyway, here's the list. Yeah, sure. This is your blue, purple Barbatos list. There's some debate, as there always is when a deck is this prevalent, is, oh, does something need to be done about this deck? Like, does Amuro need to be banned? I've even heard people want, like, Corsica base to get hit. Personally speaking, I don't think so, but that's coming from me. I love playing a lot of off-meta decks and a variety of stuff, and I love testing things out, but some people will settle into whatever is considered to be the best deck and just kind of sit there. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what they do. Personally, I just want to see reprints of this stuff. I want to see reprints of RX-78-2 and Amuro, so people can have them widely available and they're not super expensive. I think they could do a Gundam Assemble thing with these as like the cards in there, just like how we did with the G-Quux and the IBO, like you get these guaranteed, or see these as reprints in upcoming sets, either as SPs, we cool, but that really won't help with the availability, or in that new like deck construction kit. That is what I really want. We'll talk about that in another video. I have a whole video that I'm gonna talk about that. Anyway, so yes. Once again, big shout out to Jay. Absolutely killer plays. Extremely exciting to watch. All right, now we have news. So we're going to get into the news and the spoilers. So here, the first thing we're going to talk about is the announcement for Set 5. Now, this is the one that's not coming out until July. But Set 5, Freedom Ascension, not only is it going to have G-Fighter, or Mobile Fighter G Gundam, not only is it going to have Seed, Strike Freedom Gundam from Seed Destiny. We have Endless Waltz, but we also have Char's Counterattack, and I'm so stoked. I absolutely love Char's Counterattack. You have literally my favorite mobile suit of all time, the New Gundam. I don't think that's like a crazy take. A lot of people really like New Gundam. And then you also have like the Sazabi, which is also absolute banger. I think it's Char's best mobile suit. It is so cool. And so we have kind of like some of the splash art here, and we do know that the new Gundam is gonna be green. We don't have an effect or anything, but we just see the outline of the border, and it is green. So we have green Earth Federation Amuro. Probably we might get a green Amuro. So I don't know. Really interesting stuff. Really interesting. So yeah, looks like 1 Year War is back on the table, boys. All right, let's talk about the spoilers. I'm gonna talk about my favorite one first. We have the Gundam Double X, or DX, but it's a double X. So this card is cracked. I love this card so much. This is a level 8, 7 cost 6/6, links with Garrett Rand. It's Vulture. Yo, Vulture. It just has suppression, so great finisher. And then also, during pair on attack, if you are attacking the enemy player, you may choose 7 Vulture cards from your trash, exile them from the game. If you do, choose one enemy unit or base that is level 8 or lower and destroy it. This card rules so hard. This is the exact kind of finisher that the Vulture deck needed, and I think it's going to elevate the Vulture deck quite a bit. I would be hard-pressed for this not to be my favorite card of the set. This rules so hard. The fact that you can destroy a base is nuts, because this is on attack before blockers are declared. So you can either blow up a blocker, or if they don't have any blockers, you can blow up their base and then hit them, and it'll suppress them. It'll hit them for 2, which is nuts. This card is so good. It's so good. Huge, awesome payoff for having a bunch of stuff in your trash. Huge payoff for actually running Vulture cards. This is perfect. Exactly what we needed. So that's great. Hopefully get some more good Vulture support. More Vulture support that's like solid in like the level 3 to level 5 range, I guess. Maybe I'd like level 2s, but more solid Vulture support would elevate this archetype to actually like really, really powerful. I think it's going to be quite playable now. I think it's like already playable now, but it's like, it feels like a little, you still kind of have to splash some stuff to make it a little bit better, but man, this is really sick. So if you weren't, it was obvious, I'm extremely excited about this. Also, this is the next series that I'm watching, Gundam X, After War Gundam X. I just finished watching 00, and it is excellent. Also, I just realized that we don't have the image here. I think it's because I changed file directories. Hold on. There we go. I fixed it. All right. Well, we're gonna continue onward. I'm not gonna re-record like the first 10 minutes of this or whatever. We'll just have it with we'll just have a blank for a little while. Or maybe I'll have edited one in. Anyway, let's go ahead and continue on. By the way, yes, I said Gundam 00 was excellent. TLDR. The movie I'm a little iffy on, but overall I really like the whole series as a package. Time will tell where it ranks on my favorites, but it's very good. So anyway, let's go ahead and talk about the next one. This is the Gundam, or the Turn A Gundam. Now, this was officially revealed in English as well, but I can't find the official image on any of the Gundam card game like social medias at all. So you can kind of see here, I got this from a Japanese social media account, and this one says, you can kind of get the idea here is essentially what I'm getting at. It can take the powers of any of your units in your trash. And I actually have the wording, I have a little blurb that has the wording on it. But overall, this is a level 5/3 cost 4/4. I do believe it links specifically with a pilot we're going to talk about in a moment. And here's the abilities. So as activate main once per turn, you can pay 1 and choose a unit card with repair, breach, first strike support, high maneuver suppression, or blocker from your trash. During this turn, this unit gets an additional 1 AP, and then all of those abilities that are on that card. So if you have, say, like a unit that has, blocker and high maneuver, for example, in your trash, and you pay this, then this card will get blocker and high maneuver. And you can activate this only on main, right? So, yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's fairly solid. Blocker, not being able to activate blocker on action is tricky because it's only for this turn. So blocker on your turn is like, it doesn't really do anything unless you have like Archangel or something like that. But getting high maneuver and suppression, for example, is really good. Or some combination, whatever you have in your trash. So anyway, it's an interesting thing. It's really flavorful for the Turn A Gundam to have, be able to take the abilities of all the other mobile suits. Just lore-wise, that makes a lot of sense. It's really interesting and cool. And I think this is the signature pilot here. Huge apologies if I pronounce any of these names wrong. I have not seen Turn A Gundam. Lauren Chihak? I don't know. They are a level 4 1 cost 2/1 burst add to hand pilot. Militia Moonrace. When linked, choose an enemy unit with 3 or less HP and return it to the owner's hand. Yeah, sure. This is a nice little bounce card. I'm not sure how good this is going to be. Bounce in the Gundam card game isn't quite as good as some other games, but it's a decent tempo type effect. And it's fine. The fact that it's a 3 or less HP is a little rough. If it was like level 3 or lower, it could be more interesting. But overall, I don't think this is too bad and probably pairs decently well with the Turn A Gundam. Next up, we have a new Zaft Minerva Squad card. I think purple-red Zaft is going to be really sweet. It's one of the decks that I'm really looking forward to building after the Ultimate deck comes out and also after Phantom Aria. So here we have a Reliable Big Brother, or Hein Weistenfluss. Once again, huge apologies if I pronounced that wrong. Level 4 1 cost 0/2. This is a command pilot. For the command side, it has main. Place the top 2 cards of your deck in your trash. If you do, choose one enemy unit with 4 or less AP. Deal amount of damage equal to the number of Minerva Squad cards placed with this effect to the enemy unit. I think this is sweet. It could be a 1 cost deal 2 damage, a 1 cost mill 2 deal 2, which is pretty good. And then as a pilot, it's just a 0/2. I think this is fine. I think this could be something that you play in a full Minerva Squad deck. And I think the Minerva Squad could be really cool. I think the Impulse Gundam is really sweet. So this is one that I might consider playing. Next up, we have Heine's Goof Ignited. So it's a level 5/3, costs 5/4 that links with Heine Westenfluss. I feel like it's Westenfluss, but I don't know. Maybe it doesn't have the umlauts. I don't know. Anyway, this is just a whatever card. It's just a dude that has a link. You probably won't play it, to be honest. But maybe if you need a real high concentration of Zaft Minerva Squad stuff. Ooh, new Soletta. So now we have a new Soletta Mercury, this time in green. So Soletta is a level 5 1 cost 2/2, great stats. Burst add to hand, she's Academy. And then during Link, once per turn, when you play and activate an Academy command using an EX resource, if you have no remaining EX resources, place an EX resource. So basically you get an EX resource back if you use that EX resource to play an Academy command and you don't have any other EX resources. And we do have some Academy commands with some of the other stuff that's in Phantom Aria, some of the pilot command cards. I think she's pretty good. We get 4 more Solettas. You can make a big Soletta aerial deck now, like make a green-white 8 Soletta deck. So you could definitely do that. Pretty interesting. And also, this art's really good. They really, like, you know, did a great job with Soletta here. Next up, we have a new Gundam Aerial. So this is a Gundam Aerial rebuild. Level 7, 5 cost 5/5. Links with Soletta. It's an Academy trait. And then on deploy, you look at the top 3 cards of your deck. You can reveal an Academy unit command card from among them and add it to your hand. Return the remaining cards randomly to the bottom of your deck. This is really good. This is kind of like a mini searcher. Top 3 is pretty rough, but it also gets you units and commands. So I think this is pretty good. It's a pretty expensive card. But overall, I think this is a cool card. And once again, like I said, I think it's pretty solid. I'll probably mess around with this in the green Soletta deck. Next up, we have the V-Dash Gundam. Level 6, 4 cost 4/5. This is League Militaire and Victory type. This is obviously from Victory Gundam. Links with Uso Ewin. Has Breach 3, which is great. And then it says activate main once per turn. Rest one of your other League Militaire units. And there's a bunch of League Militaire tokens. Choose an enemy with 4 or less HP and rest it. Yeah, I think this is fine. This is a decent way to actually use those little tokens, because the tokens are like 1/1s that can't attack your opponent directly. So you can actually make some use out of them to rest your enemy stuff. And 4 or less HP is solid. It's solid. So I think this is like not bad. Being a level 6 is pretty rough, but other than that, it's not bad. So yeah, this is okay. I think if you're playing like this League Militaire deck, this is also one that you might consider running a couple copies of. Next up, we have this card, which, man, the face is just, I don't know if it's like an Uncanny Valley or something. It kind of weirds me out a little bit. It's a level 2, 1 cost 1/0. It's Machine Doll Squad or Miyashe Kune or Miyashe Kun. It is a main, it's a pilot command card. So main action for the command side, choose a friendly militia or Diana counter unit, and it gets +2 AP during the turn. So it's like a 1-drop +2 AP card. Yeah, and then on the pilots is a 1/0. We've seen this before for other archetypes. I think it's pretty good in the decks where it works. So it's probably going to okay in a militia or Diana counter deck. Yeah. And then finally, we have another one that I'm really excited for, especially since I just came off of watching 00. And like I said, I really enjoyed 00. Absolutely cannot wait for like second season stuff and some of the movie mobile suits. They're awesome. And specifically for second season stuff, I want the 00 Riser. That thing is awesome. So anyway, so here is Hallelujah Haptism. You know, the counterpart to Alleluia. I won't spoil too much there, but here, yep, Hallelujah. So we have red now, red CB. So this is a level 4, 1 cost 2/1 pilot, burst add to hand, CB Super Soldier. And so it says during Link once per turn, during your turn, when this unit destroys an enemy unit with battle damage, look at the top card of your deck. If it is a CB card, you can reveal it and add it to your hand. Return any remaining card from the bottom of your deck. So basically, when this kills something in combat, you will flip, and if it's a CB card, you just draw it, which is really good. I think this is pretty good. Yeah, that's basically it. It really incentivizes you to play a lot of CB stuff. And I just want to see more and more CB support. I think CB is just like almost there. It's almost there. This being red makes it a little tricky, right? It means you can't go all the CB stuff. You got to pick now between red, green, and purple, but we'll see. Especially once I show you the final card today, and that is the LR Gundam Kyrios. So I think this card is actually really good too. So this is a level 4/3 cost 1/4, but kind of not really. It links with Hallelujah, Hallelujah, and it just has first strike. There's no condition, it just has first strike. Reminder, in the Gundam card game, first strike only applies when attacking, not at all times like other card games. And it says, during link, this unit gets +2 AP for each of our rested CB units. It itself is a CB unit with GN drive. So during link, if this thing is attacking, it will also get +2. So this is like baseline a 3/4 attacker, 3/4 first strike attacker. And then you add on Hallelujah to get that additional +2. And then it's going to be a 5/5 attacker. Pretty good. 5/5 first strike attacker is really solid. And why I think this is good is because on turn 4, having a 5/5 first strike attacker is just really strong. It cleans up so much stuff. If your opponent dropped an Amuro RX-78-2 combo on their turn 4 and they killed one of your things and did the whole repair, you can follow that up with a free kill on theirs. Yeah, it's solid. Is it like the best thing in the Gundam card game? No, but it helps. It'll help. It also makes me think you might just want to run green-red CB, because like the Dynamis is also just crazy good. The LR Dynamis from the starter. So like the LR Dynamis from the starter plus this guy, I don't know. I could see some like red-green shenanigans, red-green aggressive mid-range kind of stuff. So yeah, I don't know. We're gonna get back into the kitchen, cook a little bit with CB, and come back with another CB deck when Phantom Aria drops. But here, in the meantime, let's go back to me here. Yo, it's me again. Thank you all so much for watching today. Let me know what your favorite announcement or card or whatever is in the comment section down below. Let me know your thoughts on the World Championship and everything that has to do with that. Yeah, just thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting the Gundam card game content. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hype the video. We have a ton of Gundam card game stuff coming up in the pipelines. We have a review of the Ultimate deck. We have a more deck techs. I think the next one we're going to do is Zaft. We have a lot more stuff. I think I have more stuff. I wrote it down. I have it all on a list. Well, yeah, we have that Gundam deck builder product video. I want to talk about that. So, in any case, thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for supporting. I really appreciate you. And we'll see you next time.